What up? What up? We are DV, and today is Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday, I might add, and it is February the 16th. No, the 15th, 2025, on this fine day. And I'm feeling good. My energy is up. I'm feeling really, really righteous. But speaking of energy, what drains your energy, and what takes away from it, and what adds to it? Energy draining things. Energy is pretty much all we are. It's not who we are, but it's what we are. There's a difference. Our energy, one thing that is common about all of us is that we come from the same source of energy. One thing about all of us as human beings, we all come, our souls, our spirits, our essence, is all of the same thing. That's one thing we all have in common, for real. So our energy is very important. It should be important to you. Essentially, it's all you got, all you really have. Everything else, material, all that shit's gonna go. And one thing that lasts forever is our energy, our essence.
And even those things are dictated by your energy, by the energy that you're emitting at that time.
Yeah. And depending on where your mood is or where your focus is, what you got on your mind, your energy will emit certain things, certain frequencies, at certain levels, depending on your feelings or where your mind state is.
For those that don't already know, whatever's being emitted is what's going to retrieve, it's going to bring back to you.
So,
right? Whatever that quality of energy is being emitted is what's going to bring back to you.
So I would say it's very important to cherish your energy. And by cherishing it, which means you would manage it in a very, very particular way.
Protecting it.
And protect it. If you value your energy like I think you should, like I do, you're gonna, make yourself more aware, or somehow ask for discernment so you can tell who and what is draining your energy, and what's taking away from it and what's adding to it. You should always be conscious of the things around you in terms of what's adding to it and what's taking away from it, or even stifling it. For sure, it comes in many, many forms. It comes in people. Energy draining, I'm talking about things. Energy drainers come in the form of people. In your relationship, everyday relationships we have, business, mother, father, brother, sister, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Could be your teacher. Could be a person at your boss, your quote-unquote boss at your job, or the co-workers you work with. You might have somebody that's constantly talking about a whole bunch of negative stuff all day, complaining all day around you, and you have no. And I don't say you have no choice, but you're very likely going to be around them a whole lot. And by hearing that, it will affect you because their energy is projected just like yours is projected outward. And when they're in your vicinity, within your space, you're going to be affected by that, especially if you're an empath.
Right.
If you're a person who's very intuitive and you pick up on energies like I do, yeah, it could be rough. It could be challenging, especially if you're a sensitive person. But that's your energy, it's your energy, and your job is to maintain your level of energy, your balance,
I mean, essentially, your energy is all you really have, right? It's like, people are guarding their money, they guard all their possessions and shit. But I think people should take a little deeper look and really put the attention in protecting that energy, and even increasing it if you can, which is through exercise. The way you eat, the way you think, things like that. That's like your real currency. Let's say it like that. That's your real money. That's your real currency. That's where your real value is, in your energy. So guard it the best way you can, and manage it the best way you can, because that's what's dictating your world. Yeah. And like I was saying, people will drain it. There's people who drain it. There's things that drain it. Yeah. Speaking of people who drain it, that's what I call what some people say, also call them as energy vampires, right? Honestly, when we talk about, just kind of as a side note, when we talk about vampires, I don't think there ever was people who actually drink blood. If they did, it was still just to get to the energy, because blood is a form of energy still.
Mm-hmm.
But vampires really, essentially, are just energy zappers.
Yeah.
Energy parasitic people who just latch onto you to take that energy. Well, it might be through the blood, but it might be through your mental. You know, it might be through your aura. But
And
it's
they
always
drain you of yours to add to theirs.
Exactly.
Because they don't have any of their own. They don't have that same energy.
Right.
Don't ask me why, but I just know that's why they do it. So remember that when anybody that tries to attack you verbally or tries to judge you, that's a form of energy right there that they're putting towards you. You can either take that energy and use it for something good, or you can let it drain you, meaning overthinking what they said or reacting to what they said, or let it make you feel a certain way. Not good. It's your decision. You can take that energy and use it for something, or let them drain you of yours to add to theirs. Which one you want to do, it's up to you. But yeah, there's people who drain energy in forms of just a regular conversation, believe it or not, man.
Right.
You ever talk to a motherfucker that, within 3 minutes of talking to him, you start getting sleepy, you start feeling a little bit tired, just bored, or you start feeling like you gotta go look around, move around, or just struggling to sit there and listen to them talk. It could be the sound of their voice. It could, because their voice has no inflection. It could be very drawn out, just very, very, very slow and monotonous.
Monotone.
Right. Yeah, that's gonna put your ass to sleep. But that's a form of energy drain.
It could be draining energy.
Whether they know it or not, they may not be conscious of it.
Yeah, and that's another thing. There's a lot of people that these so-called energy drainers who don't even know they do it, who don't even do it intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even do it intentionally.
Yeah.
But they do it because you feel the effects from it. But it's your job to be aware of that. It's your job to manage that. However, you have to do it.
Question I got is, how do you know if your energy is being drained? How do you know if your energy levels have changed? How do you know if things just ain't quite the same? How do you know?
One way to tell.
How do you feel?
I'll speak for me. As of recently, I just got a cold 2 days ago. And I can remember up to what point started that feeling of feeling like my energy was being drained. And what followed behind that in the physical manifestation was a cold. That's what I think. That was one indication of my energy being drained. I don't know about you, but that's, if you're a person who always seems to get colds all the time. I mean, I'm not saying that's the only way to get a cold, but stress, let's talk about it. Stress can drain your energy, right? Stressful situations can cause stress. Situations that cause stress itself can drain your energy. If your energy is being drained, it's a good way to, that means your immune system is low. Can't protect yourself. That's another way to get sick. That's one way to tell if your energy is being drained.
Yeah, if you have no motivation to do anything new, if you feel like you're just really comfortable in your space, you just want to keep doing the same thing over and over, you're stuck in this loop, you could be your energy could be drained. You know what I mean? Or manipulated either. Because that's not really a progressive movement. Going in the same circle and over and over and over. No. That's called being stagnant, really. It's not going nowhere new. So you gotta be very cautious of the energy you surround yourself with. Because it comes in many forms. Like I said, it could be your own fucking parents. It could be somebody you love very much. But the question you gotta really ask yourself, is this adding to my life force, my energy? Am I excited all the time? Because that's what we deserve to have every day, regardless of what's going on around us. We deserve that. That's our fucking gift. That's our birthright, to live in ecstasy. I know it sounds fucking far-fetched, I know, but it's up to you. You could try to change your mind, try to shape your perspective into seeing things as a more exciting way. Or if that don't work, it could be something that you're surrounding yourself with. But it's up for you to figure that out. But you gotta ask yourself, what's adding to it? What's adding to your energy, or what's taking away? And that's why I asked the question of, how do you feel? It could be less energy. It could be less motivation. It could be fucking up and down mood swings. You know, it could be insecurity. It could be lots of things. It could be constantly questioning yourself, questioning your moves. It comes in forms like that.
Even too much thinking. I feel like too much thinking.
Too much thinking comes in. That's a form of insecurity.
Believe it or not, because I hear so many. You know, I'll just say from my perspective, I think our society celebrates thinking way too fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
They make it sound as if that you should always be thinking. I think they make you feel like you should always be thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should think less. Less energy being emitted. You know, less energy being put out. So you're not so drained. I think we should think less. So for anybody who considers himself an overthinker, consider that.
That brings me to management of energy. How do you manage your energy levels? You could do it through diet. You could do it through, believe it or not, you can do it through breathing exercises. It's a really good way to manage and focus and control and channel your own energy. That's a really good way too.
Right.
Exercise in general is another way to help raise your energy up, your energy and your vibration, your personal aura. You know what I mean? You raise your vibration by working out, believe it or not. You can cardio, you know what I'm saying? Try to pick something fun. That'll be even better. It'll be even more better, but no, it'll be even better if you just work out because it's still fun. You know, it's not, just do something that's not like too mechanical because you might get bored, you know? Keep it exciting.
Monotonous shit can also drain your energy too.
Right.
At least for me.
Doing the same old.
Yeah, monotony is something that definitely drains my energy for sure. So if you're one of those people like me who at a certain stage of monotony of doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you feel drained by that, that's a good indication as well. So, you know, if you know you're one of those people, pay attention to that. It's another way to manage your stress levels, another way to manage your energy. Pay attention to that.
Also, keep the hell away from people who constantly make you question yourself. Keep away from people who always got some type of drama. If they're always up and down in their emotions, it's always at one extreme to the other. They always got a reason to be mad or sad. Stay the fuck away from that, because that causes confusion. That you need to be around some type of clarity. That's a healthy mind state. People or things that keep you constantly questioning all the time. What if? What is that? What is that? If you don't have some type of certainty, that's not peace. You need peace of mind. So things that try to disturb you, or people that act like they're not trying to, but they somehow keep finding fucking reasons to try to get your blood pressure raised, probably not the best person to be around. So you really got to watch the people and the things you surround yourself with. I know we said it earlier, but I got to reiterate that because that's really all we got. Who we're around, what we're around, things we listen to, the music we listen to, people we talk to. You know, you got to be more conscious of that because that is really the subtle things that will help. It won't change it necessarily, but it helps shape where your life goes in very subtle ways.
I was just watching a movie with somebody the other day, and one thing that stood out to me was how I felt about the movie we were watching, because the movies previous to that was basically the same type of story, which was murder, mystery, death, that type of shit. And I just thought, all right, one movie was enough. The second one, I can already feel like it's making me feel like drained. You know, I was like, doesn't really induce, or it's not conducive to high energy. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah, I'm good on that one. I know it's entertainment. Some people like it's just entertainment, but it's more than that. It can be more than that. It didn't have to be that deep. But at that moment, I understood that it was making me feel low energy. So I stopped watching it. I told, let's bring it up. Let's bring up the energy. Let's watch something funny. Raise our energy, you know? Because if you know it or not, comedy has a tendency to raise your energy, raise your vibration. So something like that, you know? Movies can do it too. Visually, period. You can be influenced visually. You can be influenced by sound, sonically. A lot of different ways. So not to make you overthink, but you definitely should be more aware about your energy. There's a lot of things that can deplete it.
Yeah, it really a big part of it, because we are physical beings as well, at least in the physical sense, in the physical world. It doesn't hurt to at least have somewhat of a balanced diet. You know, I would never sit here and say, you gotta eat perfect. I'm not that guy, you know. I believe in balance. Enjoy yourself as well. Just don't overdo things. I know when I've overdone things, because I start feeling sluggish physically. My head, I'm not as clear-headed, you know what I mean? rarely ever do I get moody, but sometimes I will. If I know my digestion isn't really good, I get a little moody. But other than that, I don't really be dealing with too many mood swings. And I make a conscious effort to try to see the good in all things. I really do. I make
So your
that
perspective.
my perspective. I really try to look for the sunny side up type shit. I always try to look at the bright side of things. No matter how crazy shit can get, I try to see the good in it, the positive in it, on some level, because there is something there. There's always gonna be something. It may be very small, but there's something to laugh about, something to be happy about, something to be grateful for. Speaking of great gratitude, that's one thing I also do consciously to keep my energy levels up. Stay gracious. Always give gratitude for everything, good, bad, and ugly, all of it, because it's there for you. It's really there for you. So, and you the one that put it here in your mind. So be grateful for it.
I'm grateful for this day today. That's for damn sure.
Right, it's beautiful out here.
Sunday.
Motherfucking February, wintertime.
Yeah, because what do you think it's about? Probably about 60?
Hell yeah, easy.
And for you
I
guys
don't even need my jacket.
For you guys that don't know, LA does get cold in the wintertime. I mean, our cold, but still, this cold. And it was cold for the past week because it was raining a lot.
Yeah.
So this weather today is a beautiful thing to have. We're grateful for it because it was cold. It was cold. But now it's starting to get back to regular, typical LA winter. SoCal shit. Yeah, no.
So that ocean is very, very beautiful today.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's all about managing and taking responsibility for your energy, your essence, your light. You are the jewel. But no matter what, it's up to you to maintain that brightness, that shine.
Gotta protect it. Yeah.
Sometimes it gets a little dull over time. We let life do that to us. Let it do it to us. We're all gonna go through shit, so that's nothing new. But this stone in this ring don't have to shine any less than I let it. Polish that bitch up, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So think of yourself like that. Don't ever diminish your shine for nobody else, especially not yourself. I don't give a fuck how bad you feel. Hold your head high, man. Let these motherfuckers see you sweat. It's your energy. Let that shit shine bright, man. So yeah, manage it. Like you just try to stay balanced for your thoughts, for your physical, your emotions, and even how you especially how you eat. Like I said, you don't have to go crazy. Just keep some balance in that shit. As well as dealing with people. Don't be letting your emotions sway too far left or too far right. That's almost damn near madness. Don't be getting in stupid ass arguments with people, man. Fuck that. Use your energy for other shit. That's such a waste of fucking time. If you motherfucker disagree, you don't agree, fuck it. Cool, okay? Move on. You ain't even got to feel a way about it, really. You choose to do that, waste your fucking energy, and you up here mad, drained your own damn energy because you thought about it too much. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. Does it matter to what you're doing? No, it really doesn't. So move on. Yeah, focus on what it is you're doing.
Most of what we do, if you didn't already know that, most of what we do in this life is all choice. I'd say probably about 90% of it's all choice. Your choice, by the way, too. We make choices. And sometimes we let people influence us to make choices that we didn't necessarily want to make, but it's still your choice. So pay attention to that, because there's a lot of power there. Choice. Choices. Every moment, every day. We're making choices. Don't say, he made me do it. She made me do it. No one's making you do anything. You can be influenced, but that's still your choice to even listen to them to be influenced. Because like he just said, you can walk away. You can cut it off. You can block it out.
Just love yourself enough to make sure you put yourself first. That's all. It ain't got to be that complicated. Just love yourself enough to put yourself first, man. Because you all you got, really, essentially. Yes, it's dope that you got people around you. And that's a blessing, but never put you second. Just do that first. See how everything else goes. Trust in that much. Just give it a try. All right? So, yeah, man. It's all come back to self-love, as always. I love myself, and I love you. but I love you because I love myself. So, love yourself for yourself. Be cool, y'all.